we had more people that cared about we as a people, the children of Israel, this situation wouldn't be at hand as it is.
That's right.
All these years.
That's right.
You know? People can't, I was looking at the statistics how Medicare, people that have dental on Medicare can't even get a appointment to the dentist. It takes a long time. By the time their toothache is nothing to play with. You know what I mean? Just a toothache, man. That's a lot of pain. And you can't even get to the dentist to even get help. That's not only y'all, I mean, that's all of us. We all dealing with this, you know what I mean? This country is going down. It's falling down, man. And you got next. Who got next? We got next. The children of Israel, man. This Bible is talking to us and it's talking about the South. You gotta get line. White boy. It's only a few people. You know? It's only talking about us. We the people that's been through hell and still going through hell. That's right. Not everybody, but us, the children of Israel. You know? I asked 14 brothers, what's your nationality? What's your race? I got 14 different answers. We don't know who we are. That's why we the lost tribe, 12 tribes of Israel. That's who we are. That's who we are. Without a shadow of doubt. Read Colossians 3:17.
Colossians 3:17.
Right.
And whatsoever ye do, in word or deed.
Whatever we do, in our speech or our action, read.
Do all by Hashem, HaMashiach Yahushai.
Do all by Hashem, HaMashiach Yahushai. Babu Kushah?
Babu Kushah.
That's right. So, that's where we at, man. All that we do and say is supposed to be in the name of the anointed Savior. Why? That's a Mashiach Yahushai. That's his Hebrew name. So when the world calls him Jesus Christ, that's not his name. Because the day was revealed in 1630 AD. I'm going to continue to reiterate that because it's very important that you understand that you're calling on a name that doesn't exist. That's not his name. You know what I mean? Come on, if you know somebody's name is John, and you steady talking about, what's up, Peter? What's up, Peter? They're not responding to that. And so now you know. If you don't know, you should have that much care within yourself to come and want to know how to say it. How to pronounce his name. Because his name not Jesus. When they set up Jesus, they set up the white man to represent Jesus. That's who they set up. Can't deny that. He's still up in the church. He's still up in our people's houses. You know, they set him up there. The representative, there he is, Caesar Borgia. That's his name, Caesar Borgia. The second son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome. Even on Showtime right now, they got a series called The Borgias. You know what it's called? Right there. The First Crime Family. That's what it's called, the First Crime Family. And y'all bowing down praying to the so-called white man. The white man ain't gonna come and save you. If he gonna save you, why ain't he come down here to Skid Row and do something about this situation? You know what he gonna do? He got something planned, man. Move your father east. Move you out of here, move your father east. Because they're going to set up this park down here, $50 million park. What do you think gonna do with us? What do you think gonna do with us? Because I'm part of this too, man. I ain't coming out here, we ain't coming out here because we ain't a part. We coming out here because we a part of all of this. We feel everything that's down here, man. The oppression that we going through. This is real serious, man. But see, the problem with us, we don't want to come back to the laws of the Most High. Give me Baruch 4:1. This what it takes. Because we say we got next, but it's gonna take a lot of work. It's no easy task. Ain't nothing that you're gonna look at, okay, like y'all have you going up in the church and you shouting and going off like that. He ain't looking for the ones, he ain't looking for the ones who call themselves holy rollers and all that. Because they don't know the truth. They don't know the truth. Come on, you show me in the Bible where somebody got the Holy Ghost, they was running around like a chicken with their head cut off in the church. Where you see that at in the Bible? You don't find that nowhere. That's right, man. You don't see that nowhere, man. Yeah, it's about coming back to his word. Coming back to what he has to say. Read that.
Baruch 4:1.
Right.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
This is the book of the what?
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, man. The commandments of the Most High, read.
And the law that endureth forever.
And the law that endureth forever. law, the line back there, y'all. No. Go back there to the line. The law that endureth forever. Read it again.
Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
So all they that keep the law shall come to life. All they that keep the law shall come to everlasting life. Shall come to everlasting life. That's right. You know? What's the law? The law, we got 613 laws the Most High gave us. More than just the 10 Commandments. Surely we have to keep the 10 Commandments, but the 10 Commandments are set up so we learn how to serve the Most High, how to praise the Most High, keep His holy convocations, keep the Sabbath, and serve each other. How we deal with each other. Loving each other, man. What's wrong with that? Loving the Most High and loving each other. Be there for each other, right? And you learning how to do it right here. Some of you wicked as hell. And you ain't gonna never understand what it means because you 2/3 of our nation. And you're gonna never come back to the truth because it ain't the truth ain't in you. So we're looking for the ones that the truth is in. That's why we pray against the evil people, the evil spirits. We care less, man. Y'all gotta repent and come back to righteousness, man. Because if you don't, Most High gonna send an angel or angels to come on this earth and put your ass to death. That's what this Bible talking about. Straight up. Straight up, man. No more, no less, man. Read it from the top.
Baruch 4:1.
Right.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High. Read.
And the law that endureth forever.
So how the church gonna say you ain't under the law? The law endures how long?
Forever.
So we got a forever right here. We right here right now, right? So the law of the Most High endures how long?
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
You hear that? Forever. So how these preachers gonna say you ain't under the law? For the Most High.
Shall come to life.
Shall come to everlasting life. You're going to have this next that we're talking about. You got to come back and learn this law. Learn what's right. All it is what's right according to the Most High. That's real easy. Is that hard? I mean, come on. You know what's right according to the so-called white man's law. You know damn well you ain't going down to that stoplight and running across the street. Keep on running across the street like that. So you want the cops come and put you in the back of the car. See, right? Quickly, right? What's wrong with him? He's running back. All you doing is going back and forth. I forgot something. You go back about 3-4 times, they gonna come down here and deal with you. Right? You know that, man.
You'll get a ticket and go to jail.
Yeah, get a ticket and go to jail.
And if you don't sign the ticket, you're going to jail.
Yeah, that's right. You don't sign the ticket, you're going to jail. That's what it is, right?
Right.
So you know the judgment, what is that? You go to jail, that's what? Judgment. So now the Most High got laws, and he say, hey, if you follow his laws, you're going to end up with everlasting life. You're going to live forever and ever and ever and ever. That's what we talk about. That's power. That's the power we talk about. We're in the condition that we're in now because we refuse to come back to his law, statute, commandment. That's why the condition that we're in now. That's why we're not blessed as we should be. The Most High set us up to be above all nations. At times we were, and they know who we are. That's why they won't do nothing for us. That's why they won't do nothing for us. Read.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
All they that keep his law gonna come to everlasting life. Y'all understand that, right? Go ahead.
But such as leave it,
as these pork chop eating preachers telling you you ain't under the law, but you under mercy and grace, man. Read.
Shall die.
Shall what?
Shall die.
That's that death, man, of being thrown in the lake of fire, where the worms never die and the fires never quench. That means every time the worms eat you up, every time the fire burns your body up, the Most High gonna put flesh on your body so the worms can eat you up more and the fire can never be quenched, man. Can you imagine that kind of pain? But people don't understand that. When I came up, man, they would talk about hellfire preaching. You know that? You know about that? You know about hellfire preaching, right? They don't do it no more. It's all about prosperity. You're going to get this money. Where the money at? The preachers got the money. We don't have nothing. We don't have nothing to show for what we should have as a people. We can't even come together, put our money together to have anything. I was talking to people, some people yesterday talking about where our grocery store at. What black grocery store we have? None. We don't have nothing, man. We don't have nothing that's well. You know why? Because the Most High said He's gonna take it away from us because we didn't follow His laws, statutes, commandments. Straight up. Read.
Turn thee, O Jacob.
Say, turn thee, O Jacob. Jacob is our forefather. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? Say, turn back to him, O Jacob. Read.
And take hold of it.
Take hold of what? Take hold of the law. Read.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
So he said, walk in the presence of the light thereof of what? Of the law. Right? Walk in the presence of the light. Because when you walk into the presence of the light, the Most High is going to allow you to illuminate. Because you're walking righteously in the eyes of the Most High. It can't be no more power than that. You know what I mean? That's spiritual power, brothers and sisters. Read that.
That thou mayest be illuminated.
That you may be illuminated. It don't make no difference how many people are on. They can hear me. They hear this. It don't matter because Most High, He only going to take one of a city and two of a family. So don't think just because we down here, or we kind of separated from our families and so forth, that we are less than whatever they're doing, because they live in high on the hog or whatever kind of condition they're in. That don't mean nothing in this world concerning the Most High. His world, you know what I mean? Because we got next. Blessed are the poor in what? In spirit. See, you know, the poor in spirit. For theirs is the kingdom of God. Gonna inherit the earth. That's real. Surely we suffering now, but how long we gonna suffer? We only gotta suffer until the time that the Most High say, rise, son. Or Mashiach Yahushua on the right hand side of him and say, go and judge and make war. And shut down all the kingdoms that's on this earth and set up righteousness. Set up righteousness forever. Ain't nobody coming against him. Hallelujah. Get Matthew 10:34. This is what he said out of his own mouth. Y'all believe in him, right? Let's see what he said. Let's see what he said out of his own mouth. Matthew 10:34.
Matthew 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
What did he say?
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Oh, you think that I come to send peace on earth, read?
I came not to send peace.
You came not to send peace, but what?
But a sword.
But a sword, man. So what's the sword used for? Cut, to kill people. Come get Revelation 19:11. This is serious. That's why we cry out to our people to come back, stop being wicked, stop doing the things that you're doing that's wicked, and change. Change your spirit, man. You know, I gotta stop doing these wicked acts, man, because the Most High, when He said this avenger, see, I know there's been a lot of people that have been put to death down here. Yeah, oh, little nothing, right? Read this.
Revelation 19:11.
Right.
And I saw heaven open.
John the Revelator seeing a vision. He saw heaven open, the fourth dimension open. You know, I was seeing the fourth dimension. Read.
And behold, a white horse.
White means pure, righteous power. Like they say, horsepower. Yeah. I mean, this is symbolic for the understanding of what it's saying here. They got everything from us. These are our words. You know what I mean? From the Most High, the Holy Spirit. You know, revealing these words to holy men as they were moved by the Holy Spirit that came from the Most High. Okay. Read.
And he that sat upon him,
read,
was called faithful and true.
Faithful and true, man. That's a Mashiach Yahushua. Y'all see that? Mashiach Yahushua. That's his name. Read.
And in righteousness.
The Son of the Most High. In righteousness, it's a righteous order that he's going to do. What?
He doth judge.
He what?
He doth judge.
He doth judge, read.
And make war.
He's going to come back to judge and what?
Make war.
Make war, man. That's what he's coming back to do. He come back to judge and make war. War with who? He can't come back. I mean, we don't have anything to do with these kingdoms as far as the rulership of these kingdoms. You know what I mean? Seriously, and what do we have? What do we have? We don't have nothing. We don't have nothing. We don't have nothing to fight our enemy. Point blank. All we do is fight each other. That's it. Our enemy walking around like they still own the place. Even though they down here don't have nothing, they still think they better than us. You know that, right? That's where it is, man. He coming to judge and make war, read.
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
Yeah, his eyes will be bloodshot red because he's mad, he's angry. Looking down here on this wicked kingdom, read.
And on his head were many crowns.
Many crowns, man. Power, roots, and authority the Most High given him, read.
And he had a name written that no man knew.
That's why he had a name written that no man knew. You know, like there's some controversy about his name and all that. No, he gonna have a name that nobody gonna know. Read.
But he himself.
But he himself. Go this way. But he himself. That's that name you gonna have written that he only knows. Most likely gonna reveal it only to him. Go ahead.
And he was clothed with a vesture.
His clothes that he gonna be wearing when he come back to judge and make war. Read.
Dipped in blood.
Read it again.
Dipped in
Now
blood.
read to the top. His clothes.
And he was clothed with a vesture.
He was clothed with a garment. Read.
Dipped in blood.
Dipped in blood. Dipped in blood. Read.
And his name is called the Word of the Most High.
His name is called the Word of the Most High. He speaks the words of the Most High. Right? He don't speak his own words. He's speaking only the words that he hears from the Father. And the Holy Spirit is speaking the words that it hears from a Mashiach Yahushua. And the Holy Spirit deals with us. Man, woman, and child. You see? That's how the operation is. That's the order of things. The Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, the angel, or the Holy Spirit, to man, woman, and child. That's all it is. From the beginning all the way to the end. It's always going to be that way. Read.
And the armies which were in heaven.
Look, the armies which was in heaven, read.
Followed him.
Followed him, read.
Upon white horses.
Upon white horses. Was pure power. Righteous power, right? How many is in this army? Think about it. Revelation 9:16. See the number of this army.
6, 7.
We're gonna find out. The Bible answers itself. It's gonna tell you. How many angels coming with him? Read. Judge and make war. Read.
Revelation 9:16.
But remember, we as the children of Israel, we're more numerous than the stars in the sky and the sand of the sea. And we scattered among all nations, right? Listen at this army that's coming, read.
Revelation 9:16.
Right.
And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
200,000, which is 200 million angels that's coming with him. And these angels, straight up, to do what? To judge and make war. Let's find out what's gonna happen. Let's go into it because a lot of people they think this is a joke. This ain't no joke, man. This is real. Get 2nd Ezra 13 chapter. This is real as it can be, man. I'm gonna show you. Well, he's coming to make judge and make war. Let's find out the operation, how it's gonna be. 2nd Ezra 13. And start at verse 1. And this is a vision that Ezra's having, like we just went from a vision that the Most High gave John, right? And this is a vision that Ezra's having. Read that.
2nd Ezra 13:1.
Right.
And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night.
Well, he dreamed a dream by night. You know, because a lot of times you wonder, okay, a dream or a vision, it's the same thing. Hold that, get Job 33 and 14. Read that. Because like he's showing him this vision in a dream. Show you how this operates. Because a lot of times you might understand how visions are brought about. But read that.
Job 33 verse 14.
Right.
For the Most High speaketh once.
See, the Most High speak once, yea?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, twice. Go ahead.
Yet man perceive it not.
Man perceive it not. He's speaking to us a lot of times. I tell you how he speaks to us sometimes. He said, hey, you ever said, dang, something told me to do that. I should have followed my first mind, right? If you follow your first mind, you've been right, right? Everybody says that, right? We all been victims of that, right? That's the spirit of the Most High showing, hey, do this. We go our own way. Like he said, he speak once, yea, twice. It might come to you twice. Read.
Yet man perceive it not.
Yet man we don't follow it. Go ahead.
In a dream.
In a dream. Read.
In a vision of the night.
In a vision of the night. Just like John had a vision, right? Ezra's having a vision. Go ahead.
When deep sleep.
Deep sleep, when you're sleeping, you really gone to sleep. Not half awake or whatever. Go ahead.
Falleth upon men.
Falleth upon men. Deep sleep. Fall upon men. Go ahead.
And slumberings upon the bed.
Right. You sleep. Go ahead.
Then he openeth the ears of men.
Then he opened up the ears of men. Go ahead.
And sealeth their instruction.
Seal it what?
Their instruction.
Seal it their instruction. Tell you exactly what you're supposed to do. Right? Go ahead. That's it.
That he may withdraw man from his
Yeah.
That he may withdraw man from his purpose.
That he may withdraw man from the things that you want to do on your own. Go ahead.
And hide pride from men.
And hide pride from man. Because man, that's the pride. Look, I'm working with you. I done spoke once. I done spoke twice. Your pride will stop you from doing what I'm telling you to do. That's why you gotta be humble. You have a broken and contrite spirit, you can be able to hear him speak to you and deal with you. But if you're prideful, he said to hide pride from it. That's why you gotta wait till you sleep. Sleep, and you ain't got no functioning at all. You just sleep. And he said deep sleep, right? Make sure that your butt is completely asleep. Give you the instructions, right? Yeah. Right. Now go back to 2nd Ezra 13. You're right.
2nd Ezra 13 verse 1.
Right.
And it came to pass after 7 days.
After 7 days, go ahead.
I dreamed a dream by night.
You dreamed a dream by night. Go ahead.
And lo, there arose a wind from the sea.
There arose a wind from the sea. Like we hear the wind blowing in the sea. The wind from the sea. Go ahead.
That it moved all the waves thereof.
That it moved all the waves. The wind is blowing in the sea to move all the waves thereof. Waves. Go ahead.
And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
See that? The thousands. You know how many thousands is from heaven, right? 200 million from heaven. Right? Go ahead.
And when he turned his countenance to look,
When he turned his countenance to look, read.
all the things trembled that were seen under him.
All the things trembled that were seen under him. Be afraid, man. Why? Get that, I think it's 2nd Ezra, the 8th, go to the 8th chapter. And right, read that. This is the Most High's throne, man. That's why it says all things trembled under him, because of Mashiach Yahushua, the only begotten Son of the Most High. He's coming under the power of the Most High. Let's see what happens in heaven in the 4th dimension. Why it says everything trembled under him. Listen to this, read.
2nd Ezra 8 and 21.
Right.
Whose throne is
The
inestimable.
Most High's throne is inestimable. It cannot be measured, read.
Whose glory
Glory, read.
may not be
We
comprehended.
can't comprehend on this earth, man, in these fleshly bodies, the power, wisdom, and understanding of just the magnificence of the Most High. Right? Go ahead.
Before whom the host of angels
All the host of angels do what?
stand with trembling.
Stand with what?
Trembling.
Stand with trembling. So now, if the angels, brothers have fainted when the angels came. Oh, they had to shake them up. Get up, get up. I'm your fellow servant. Brothers done bowed down when the angels came down, not even knowing that, hey, they just like us. So they just came they come to the 4th dimension. What they doing?
Trembling.
Trembling. So when he come back to this earth, you think everybody, if you ain't gonna bow down now, you're gonna bow down then. You're gonna bow down now, you're gonna bow down later, but you're gonna bow down. Straight up. Every knee gonna bow when he come. And then when he send a spirit on here to start dealing with people, they gonna bow down. Everybody gonna bow down. Everybody gonna be crying. All you hardcore brothers, y'all gonna be bowing down, crying to this man that's coming, man. Cause he come with the force of the Most High. You ain't gonna be doing what you're doing now. Ain't gonna be no more drugs, ain't gonna be no more hoes, ain't gonna be no prostitutes, ain't gonna be no more criminals. Brothers ain't gonna be killing each other. Brothers gonna be looking at how we gonna make it. How you gonna make it? How we gonna make it through this horrific times that we gonna have on this earth, man? Drastic times, man. Perils, dangers gonna be in this earth, man, because of the lack of food. People gonna be eating people, man. They gonna be doing all kind of madness, man. Great tribulation gonna be on this earth, man. This ain't nothing now. It's coming though, read.
Whose service is conversing in wind and fire.
His word is conversing how?
In wind and fire.
Wind and fire. It's like we have this wind. His service is, his voice is heard in the wind. Just like when the Holy Spirit came in Acts the 2nd chapter. It was wind
and fire.
And fire. That he announces, because that's the voice of the Most High coming through the Holy Spirit. Right? You feel it, right? Now go back to 2nd Ezra 13. You know, they have us in such a bad condition that, you got a lot of brothers, man, we good people, man, we good bread. But we don't have no opportunities. What we have opportunities to do? After so long, just like I said, they pick you up, put you in jail, give you a case, and you trying to get a job, they did your background all the way to the time you came out of the womb. Oh, wait, let me see. Oh, yeah, you came out of the womb. You wasn't right when you came out of the womb. I'm just keeping it real, man. Always trying to chop us up, man. Chop us down, chop us up any way they can, man. But we can't do what we want to do. You know, we got good brothers, man, and sisters. But we can't, you know, we just been caught up in this horrific times that we in right now. Read?
2nd Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the ways thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
So Mashiach Yahushua waxing strong with 200 million angels. Go ahead.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Right. Everybody gonna be trembling, scared to death when they see him. Read.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth,
wherever the voice went out of his mouth, go ahead.
All they burned.
All they what?
All they burned.
All they burned, read.
That heard his voice.
That heard his voice alone. They're gonna be burning, he's gonna be burning people up just by his voice, read.
Like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
Yeah, like California every year be burning up. Yeah, right? Go ahead. That's a spirit though. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men.
Multitude of men, read.
Out of number from the four winds of the heaven.
So there was gathered together a multitude of men from all four corners of the earth. All these nations gonna get together, as it's saying, in their armies, their ordinances, Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force, all of them gonna get together, read, in the four corners of the earth, all these nations, Japanese, Chinese, American, you know, Arabs, all of them, everyone that has an army, they gonna all come together, because they're already together. When you go to the space station, they all together, 28 countries is together, going up into space, getting ready to fight what it says right here. They all together. They might be having war, whatever. That's just about money. It's all about making money, man. No more, no less. They got a space station up in the sky, man. They all together in that. Remember when the America's space station, when the Americans went up and it blew up? But Russia took over immediately. Took over immediately. Yeah. Took it over immediately because they all together, man. Prepared to fulfill, in their minds, this particular prophecy. And they're not going to fulfill it. Read.
That was gathered together.
Not in winning. You look at what they had that movie, what's that movie, Independence Day? They always have Jacob and Esau. Always together, man. So-called black man was that Will Smith and the white boy. Always the savior of the world, right? We gonna see how it's gonna be, read. We gonna see if Independence Day was true or any other movies that they make, where they always come out on top. We gonna see if it's true or not, read.
It was gathered together a multitude of men.
A multitude of men, all these armies, read.
Out of number.
Out of number. Innumerable men. Go ahead.
From the four winds of the heaven.
The four corners of the earth. All these nations' armies, all these kingdoms' armies will come together. Read.
To subdue the man.
To subdue Hamashiach Yahushua. Read.
That came out of the sea.
That came out of the sea. Read.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain.
He had graved himself a great mountain. Go ahead.
And flew up upon it.
And flew upon this mountain. Go ahead.
But I would have seen the region or place.
So you would have seen the region or place, read.
Whereout the hill was graven.
Wherever this hill, this mountain was graven, read.
And I could not.
He could not see it because it was not really a mountain. Read.
And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together.
All these armies on the earth that could be gathered together, read.
To subdue him.
To try to subdue Hamashiach Yahushua, who says he's coming back, read. To what? To judge and make war. So all these armies gonna get together to try and subdue him, to defeat him, read.
Were sore afraid.
They're gonna be afraid. I mean, they're supposed to have the stealth bombers. They got everything that you could think of, but beyond what we could think of, because they just showing you that. They got anti-matter guns. We're made of matter, so what you need an anti-matter gun for? You gonna try and kill angels? Think about it. Go ahead.
And yet durst fight.
And yet they're gonna be afraid, but they're gonna fight. Read.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude.
He saw the violence of all these nations, these kingdoms coming together to fight him, to subdue him. Read.
That came. He neither lifted up his hand,
He lifted up his hand, go ahead,
nor held sword,
nor held any sword. Instrument of war, go ahead.
nor any instrument of war.
Nor any instrument of war, go ahead.
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth,
He sent out of his mouth what?
as it had been a blast.
Remember that it was from his word, right? Remember he said his word? What's coming out of his mouth?
Out of his mouth as it has been a blast of fire,
Blast of fire, read.
and out of his lips a flaming
Out of
breath,
his lips a flaming breath as he come to judge and make war, read.
and out of his tongue
And out of his tongue, what?
he cast out sparks
He cast out sparks, read.
and tempest.
And tempest. This is our power, man. This is what we serve by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. To the glory of the Most High, read.
And they were all mixed
They
together.
were all mixed together. Read. What was mixed together?
The blast of fire,
Blast of fire,
the flaming breath,
flaming breath coming out of his mouth now,
and the great tempest,
and the great tempest, read.
and fell with violence
And fell with violence, read.
upon the multitude
Upon these multitude of kingdoms, that go, all these armies that will come together to fight on Mashiach Yahushua, read.
which was prepared to fight.
See that? They was prepared to what?
To fight.
To fight, man. We don't have no weapons of war to fight anything coming from the fourth dimension, do we? No. So it ain't about us. We the children of Israel. It's talking about these kingdoms that's don't want to lose their kingdomship, and they want to remain in power. Therefore, they're gonna come together, all of them together. They're already together. What do they have in New York? It's called what? The United Nations. It don't take a rocket science to figure this out. They're already together. It's just a matter of when all this starts to come to play, this is the prophecy of how it's going to go down. Read.
And burned them up.
He did what?
And burned them up.
He did what?
And burned them up.
Say he burned them up. He going to burn them up. Read.
Everyone.
No, some of them going to be left.
Everyone.
How many?
Everyone.
How many?
Everyone.
How many? How many?
Everyone.
Every one of them going to be burned up. Read.
So that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude,
He said upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude cannot be measured. It's going to be so many of them. Read.
nothing was to be perceived,
Nothing going to be perceived, man, but what?
but only dust and a smell of